On any given day, I could go from free, $49.99, $999 to $100,000 to $1 million all in one day. And I'm going to get attention for all of them. I'm going to write articles. I'm going to post something online. I'm going to post something on Instagram. I'm going to do a story. I'm going to do a video on YouTube. I'm going to buy ads. You don't have to buy the ads. But if you're not going bankrupt and you're not going to go out of business, then you should be buying ads. See, the problem right now is people are more worried about the little bit of money they have than the dreams that they want to make come true. I mean, this is really the issue right now. The public is scared. Now, to a guy like me, when people are scared, that could actually be to my advantage. Because my competition gets scared. They save their money. They want to save. They want to hoard. Again, they're more worried about toilet paper than they are the bottom line of their business. When a crisis takes place like we're in right now, man, don't waste it, guys. Right. Okay? Because people are scared to advertise right now. And I understand that. I understand you're scared to advertise because so much of the attention is going to politics and COVID and mask. But how can you insert yourself into that message is vital. Again, ask yourself the question I asked the merchant. Are you going out of business or are you going to go bankrupt? If not, you must get attention right now. If you don't have the money to advertise, then get attention via YouTube and Instagram, TikTok if you like it, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Use those to create some kind of, hey, cash flow, invest in Cardone Capital and get cash flow, okay? Like that 10x your investments at the bank, okay? Cardone Capital. See, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing it right now with this podcast.
And Grant, if we go into that, I mean, I think we're on the same track on getting that attention, but I've got a lot of questions related to how do you get into the high net worth individuals? I mean, and I have a couple of questions that say, if you're selling really high ticket items, or if you want to go into the really ultra rich on any territory,
yeah,
it seems that the platforms are not that useful. I don't know if you have any advice specifically on targeting, like you were speaking about that spectrum, $999 or free, $999, $1,000.
Yeah.
That $100,000 guy, how do you get to that guy? Is there a specific strategy, or how do you think about on strategy on getting those high net worth individuals?
So look, I've raised almost $400 million. $400 million, okay, on Instagram and Facebook. Anybody that thinks that they're not there is you're like whatever conversation you guys are having with yourself. Oh, the high ticket guy's not there. Rich people aren't on Instagram. Everybody is on social media. And by the way, if they're not on it, their kid is on it. I did a deal in Houston, Texas. That deal was $91 million. I got a meeting because the dad that controlled the deal, his son is a YouTuber. Now, the dad's never been on YouTube. The dad doesn't even know how to sign up for YouTube. But I got a meeting on the guy's calendar. The kid walks in and says, you got a meeting with Grant Cardone? Oh my God, Grant Cardone, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Boom, that helped me, right? So like there's this many degrees of separation between everybody. Every person that's worth $10 million has kids and grandkids and friends. The second part of that is, how do you get that attention? Yesterday I posted, you just got to ask for it, man. I need a sign. Who's got $1 million? Who's got $1 million? Hit me back right now. Well, and I know everybody's like, that's ridiculous. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going on my Twitter account, which is a garbage dump. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's too bright. There it is. I'm just going to write, who's got $1 million? Question mark. Okay. And I'm going to post this. Okay. Boom. I don't even know what it's for. I'm going to go to Facebook right now and do the same thing, because I never do anything one time. You guys do something one time, you never get good at it, dude. I could do this every day. I could do this. Nobody's going to stop me from asking people who's got $10 million. Let me just increase the ask. Okay. I'm going to do this on an Instagram story right here. Okay. And hey, who's got $10 million? DM me back right now. 10 million liquid. Okay. 10 million. Now, some of your audience is saying, yeah, but you're Grant Cardone and you can do that. Okay, good. Well, anybody can do it. You just got to have an audience. You got to start building an audience. You got to start telling people something. My next one could be, who's broke today? I want to hit the full spectrum of human beings on this planet.
And if you go into that, Grant, I have a couple of questions from people that are broke.
I just want to show you that I'm using my line like this. Okay, I'm going to post this on here. That took, by the way, boom, I posted it. It's on my story. You guys can go see it. I'll bet you 25,000 people see that. Now, out of 25,000 people, will anyone have $1 million? And they don't even know what the $1 million is for. I didn't tell them I was selling advertising, marketing, masterminds, investments. I just said, who's got $1 million? What's my point? My point is, who's got my money? See, your audience has forgotten what they're doing every day. You guys are like, oh man, I got to run a business. I got to organize a business. I got to get my team together. I got to build a brand. No, you don't. You need to find money. A business is built on finances. It's built on money. It's
very practical. I'm going to make sure I'll do the same story as you. See what answer I get. Okay. Let's go. Because I want to use the last time we have a couple of questions of people that say I was fired. Carlos, I usually tell them I want them to start a service business, like a high value skill business. So. This is the answer. I was fired. I can start a service business based on high-value skills. But how would you start if you're new at sales and you don't have a lot of capital to start? So this is for the people that got really hit. They got fired. I'm telling them, you need to start a business. They're okay with that. But then they say, how do I start with little or no resources to start selling my service business? How would you start?
So, look, the best capital is energy and effort. And knocking on doors. I started my first business with no money. I started my second business with no money. But look, I can't be broke. As long as I have courage, commitment, persistence, creativity, I can never go broke. I don't need money. I need commitment. I need to be able to go knock on a door. I need to be able to make that phone call. So if you can't go knock on doors right now, maybe you're quarantined, okay, then you can make phone calls. This is not outlawed. I could send emails, but you guys got to think much bigger. I can't think about making 1 or 2 phone calls and think that I'm going to be successful. You need to make hundreds of phone calls. That's the first part of that answer. The second part is I would tell people, man, I would find somebody to go work with rather than work for yourself. I'd go work for Carlos before I'd work for myself. You know, when times are tough, that is probably not the time to go it alone. You know, and I think I could make more money with you, Carlos, than I could make down the street from you.
Right.
And if you guys, like, I got guys that make $1 million a year with me. They'll make $1 million this year doing COVID. But if they were on their own, they'd probably make $100,000, maybe 80, maybe 60. Why? Because there's no team, man. There's no team. There's no reinforcement. There's no support. You know, if you're in a battle, you need a team around you. It's become very popular that everybody's going to work for themselves. I think it's probably a mistake for a lot of people.
Now, Grant, a couple of final things.
Don't rush, my friend. Hey, you got me. Okay, so don't feel rushed.
Okay, so I have a couple of things concerning the new consumer.
Yeah.
So basically, what has surprised you about this new consumer? I don't even know if you can actually call it a new consumer, but this is how they phrased it. So I want to toss it the way people phrased it. People are saying that there's a new consumer in the street, right? So there's somebody new buying. Is there something or a couple of things that have surprised you? And what have you seen that needs to be amplified, that you look at and you see, this is interesting about the new consumer? What have you seen that has changed the way you look at consumers after these couple of months that we've been in quarantine and all this COVID thing?
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard this term, this new consumer, I got to tell you. I have not heard that term yet. I'll remember that I heard it from you.
But do you believe there's a new consumer out there, or would you say it's the same thing?
Look, when this whole thing happened, right, it was third week of March for us here in America. I told my team, my executive team, I said, guys, nobody's going to buy anything. Prepare for the world to come to an end. We have 2,000 corporate accounts that pay us every month. I said half of them are going to go out of business. The individual consumer, I can't imagine anybody's going to buy anything from us. I mean, we had 40 million people laid off in America. Now, this is what happened. People kept buying stuff. We had the biggest, what was June? June was the biggest single June I've ever had in my entire career. So I'm an extremely pessimistic person, and I work like the world's coming to an end. So I literally, like, I'm up like I'm broke every day, and I assume that no one's ever going to buy anything again. The reason I do that is I go into a scenario thinking, I'm not thinking about a new consumer. I'm thinking about, I want to go back and talk to the people that bought from me in the past. I want to go get money from people that have said they like me. They want to do business with me. So every time we've made a sale, I've been shocked. I was like, I can't believe people give me money in all this uncertainty. But we keep working it. So I would just tell people, look, you have to go find the people that will buy from you right now and quit worrying about some new consumer. People are buying cars, they're buying houses, they're buying mortgages, they're buying life insurance, they're buying multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is having a resurgence right now. Webinars, massive business right now being generated online. People working from home, some people making more money at home than they've ever made in their lives. You guys need to be reminded of the people that are doing well. Who's got my money and where's that money at right now? And how do I get attention for that money? And I think that's everybody's challenge right now. Here in America, car dealers thought the world was going to come to an end. They're out of cars. So the housing industry is exploding right now. People are going out to the suburbs to buy homes now, to get out of the cities. Money's going to move someplace. It's going to move. Look at the stock market in America. It makes almost no sense. So what does all that mean? Okay, that means there's 7 billion, 8 billion people on planet Earth. If you're committed to taking care of your family, if you're committed to taking care of your family, then you're going to quit making excuses, because this crisis offers plentiful abundance of excuses. And I think that's really what we're talking about here. I'm looking at some of the questions. My industry's in events. It's so weak and it's going to take a while to recover. Yeah, okay, good, dude. Go online, bro. Everybody's online. We're online right now. Okay, I'm in the event business. We do a major event every year. We've been selling tickets to our next event in February, the entire COVID crisis. We don't write emails, oh my God, COVID-19, I want to give you an alert. Let me give you an update on how many people got sick and died. We don't know when we're going to reopen again. I've been selling an event for February of next year like it's going to, we don't even have a date. I don't have a hotel, bro, and I've sold almost a half of my tickets have been sold because I'm focused on the sale, not the problem.